Hey guys, I wanted to do a fun little video for you guys because sometimes doom and gloom is not as fun. Sometimes me personally, I like chaos. I think it's hilarious. But then again, I have a pretty twisted sense of humor. At least that's what I've been told. But yeah, so I wanted to put our little conspiracy hats on and do this video on the AI 3-eye atlas. So this is from NBC News. The new images show the 3-eye atlas does not have a tail, which they changed again. So let's jump right in.
We've got a big update, a huge update on our favorite interstellar object. It could be the biggest update in the solar system. Take a look at this. This is 3-eye atlas. You know how the last time we talked about it, it went behind the sun, then it got brighter, then it got bluer, then it started to go faster, non-gravitational acceleration? Well, guess what? We just got new images of it, and to add some more strangeness to the 3-eye atlas saga, because, I don't want to overhype this, but yeah, you see, that's a comet. It does not have a very big, very noticeable cometary tail. That's what we were thinking we were going to see. So let's get straight over to Harvard astronomer, Professor Avi Loeb, the world-renowned expert on all these things, all things interstellar. Professor, the last time we spoke, which was like the day before yesterday, you were saying that when it went behind the sun, the natural explanation for the non-gravitational acceleration and the thrust might be because it burned off a bunch of chemicals or something, and that was giving it the thrust to the tune of like 13%, and we would see a humongous tail maybe. What is going on?
Yeah, that's very surprising because there should have been a very massive cloud of gas and dust around it based on what we know about comets. In fact, we see other comets in the solar system that have a beautiful tail away from the sun behind them. Lemon is an excellent example.
So it's crazy that you see the images. It has no tail, and that one has a tail. So that's crazy. Some people are speculating that it is like aliens. So if you think back to the movie Signs, they're thinking that this might be like a ship that's just doing recon. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment below. Do you think that's what's going on? Do you think we're finally going to see actual, space aliens? But let's keep going.
But in our case of 3-eye atlas, it looks like a fuzzy ball of light. Even after it passed through perihelion, it was heated by 770 watts per square meter. And we know that the previous plume of gas was mostly carbon dioxide. And carbon dioxide ices can sublimate at a much lower temperature than water ice. So we should have seen it break up, or at the very least disintegrate to a very dense and massive cloud of gas and dust that is pushed away from the sun by the solar radiation and the solar wind. But we don't see that. So the question is, what's going on? One possibility is that what evaporates from it are fragments of ice, and they get vaporized by sunlight before they have a chance to turn around and show up as a plume of glow behind it, away from the sun. That's one possible interpretation, but otherwise I just don't know what to make of it. There was also a blue color that was noticed just a few days ago, and also in addition to that, it became brighter by a factor of 5. So what I'm saying is, there are things we don't fully understand about this object. That's what makes it exciting. And I think all of us will wait for the data that will come in the coming weeks. And especially on December 19th, when it comes closest to Earth. That's 6 days before Christmas. And let's hope we don't get unwanted gifts for our holidays.
Or at least maybe those gifts will be nice and friendly and wonderful and help us figure the universe out. We'll see. Avi, you do not seem surprised here. I know that we've been asking you about this.
It's funny because he's saying he doesn't know. Right now, everything is just theoretical, and because this is something new. So it reminds me of this.
Yes, and one of the cores made of cheese. This is all best guess, Commander. That's all science is best guess.
Yeah, so that's what we're talking about. This guy is not sure. And that's honestly, that's all science is best guess. You have all these scientists that will give you their theories of something, and usually it just becomes solidified until it's actually proven. So right now we have no idea. This is like something completely from left field. So we're all watching this in real time, you know, and so we'll see what this will come out to, but let's just go ahead and finish off this video.
And we were all expecting to see a tail, and we asked you for a natural, plausible explanation. You gave us that one, and now we're seeing no tail. Like, what do you think it is?
I don't know. I think, you know, it's like a blind date with an interstellar object that came from an environment that is alien to us, and I think the key question is whether it's natural or technological. The secondary question, if it's natural, what kind of an environment did it come from? It must be a common environment that produces large packages delivered to our mailbox, and we just need to find out the sender. Either way, it's thrilling, and it's really the reason why science is worthwhile doing, because we can gain new knowledge, and that goes against the tendency of experts to pretend to be the adults in the room that know the answer in advance. Well, guess what? This object is telling the experts, think twice.
Well, unlike 3i Atlas, this tail is far from over, and we will be dialing you up every twist and turn. Avi Loeb, always a pleasure to see you and to talk to you, and we can't wait to see what happens.
So that's what we have from this guy who's been making his rounds all over social media, all over the news. So I wanted to kind of bring in this clip because I thought it was pretty interesting because, again, got our little conspiracy hats on. So this is from WION, and they're saying the 3i Atlas, the object that broke all known cometary rules, alien messenger theory gains ground. So this is going outside of that box and see what they think.
And as we wrap up this edition of our broadcast, here's an interesting report. It came from another star glowing, shifting and now silent. NASA has the images, but the agency is silent for now. As 3i Atlas changes color again, the mystery deepens and the world begins to ask, was it sent by someone? Watch the next report for the fascinating details.
It came from beyond the...
I think that's what a lot of people's theory is right now, is that some people either think it's a ship and it's doing recon, or it's actually going to, you know, come to Earth. Others are thinking that maybe it was sent by somebody. Maybe it's just a probe, an unmanned probe maybe. We don't know. And so this is why there's so many eyes on it, because you're wondering what is going on here. And because this is breaking all the norms in the scientific community, all the scientists are kind of giving their best guess and ideas of what they think it could possibly be, including the fact that it could be extraterrestrial. So let's keep going.
Stars, a lone traveler drifting through the frozen black of interstellar space. 3i Atlas, the third known visitor from another solar system, but unlike anything before it, this one behaves as if it has a mind of its own. First detected in late 2025, it moved too fast, too bright, too deliberate. At first, scientists called it a comet, a natural wanderer made of rock and ice, but then it began to change. From icy blue to emerald green, then to a faint reddish pulse. Not once, but 3 separate times. Each color shift happened suddenly and without any thermal reason. Astronomers say no known comet in history has behaved this way.
But this one, 3i Atlas, is really interesting. It's what's called an interstellar comet. That means it actually came to our solar system from another star system. So this comet was not born around the sun. It was born elsewhere. It's been drifting through space on its own, and it just randomly encountered the solar system. And so it's on what's called a hyperbolic orbit. It's going to pass, it already passed by the sun, and then it's just going to keep going, never to come back again, heading back out into interstellar space.
Now that's what they're assuming, right? That's what it's going to do. It's just going to go zoom. And it's like, but what if it changes its mind and then it goes skirt and comes back around, or decides to just land on our planet?
NASA's telescopes locked on. The Hubble Space Telescope, the James Webb, even radar arrays from the Deep Space Network captured data. Then silence. Silent observer passing through, watching us. NASA knows the facts. Somewhere in its data vaults, those unreleased images sit unseen, unexplained, unanswered, and out there in the dark between worlds. 3i Atlas keeps moving, silent, shifting, alive with secrets. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
So that is what they're, I guess, predicting. Now, so we're going to go ahead and put our little conspiracy hats back on. So what if the NASA and, Space Force and Trump and them know something's up? Because all of a sudden, when this was starting to change, like it just kept changing, all of a sudden, you have Trump issuing, nuclear testing again. Then you have him positioning military in the United States. Maybe it's not for like Civil War stuff. Maybe it's because we might be getting attacked from up above. Some people think World War III and why he was doing the nuclear testing. Others are thinking Civil War. It could be any one of these three things, but I find that would also be a good theory that it might be aliens. So that would be fun, at least in my thought. Again, I'm sorry, I got a crazy sense of humor. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment below. Would you guys like to see aliens? Do you think that's what's going to happen? Do you think we're going to see it this year or next year? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. I do want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Till next time, guys.